What if I told you the ocean and outer space have more in common than you think? No sunlight, crushing pressure, environments where survival seems impossible, and yet life exists. That's why NASA, after decades of exploring the moon and Mars, is now diving into the Mariana Trench, not just to study Earth, but to prepare for something even bigger, the search for alien life beyond our planet. NASA, the agency that first took humankind to the moon, the one that sent rovers to Mars. Today, that very same NASA has begun a secret mission, not in space, but in the darkest depths of our own planet, the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth's oceans, a place no sunlight ever reaches, a place no ordinary submarine can survive. Down here, the pressure is so extreme that a human would be crushed into dust in less than a millisecond. Every single cell in your body would collapse instantly. And yet, this is exactly where NASA's scientists have gone, into this death trap, to search for something that could change everything we know about our solar system. Because if NASA's deep-sea mission succeeds, it may prove that alien life exists, not light years away, but within our very own cosmic neighborhood. The Europa mission. On October 14, 2024, at precisely 12:06 p.m., a rocket lifted off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Built by Elon Musk's SpaceX, it carried a spacecraft that will travel for 6 long years across 300 million kilometers until it finally reaches Jupiter's orbit. Its ultimate goal, the search for life. But wait, Jupiter is a gas giant. It has no solid surface. So how could life possibly exist there? The answer lies in Jupiter's moons. Out of its 95 known satellites, one in particular has captured NASA's attention: Europa. Europa is smaller than our moon, but what lies beneath its icy crust could make it one of the most important places in the universe. For this reason, NASA has invested over $4.5 billion into the Europa Clipper mission, convinced that if alien life exists anywhere nearby, Europa is our best chance to find it. Why study Earth's deep oceans? But before looking for life on Europa, scientists are studying a similar world much closer to home: Earth's oceans. Space is brutal. No oxygen, no gravity, constant radiation. Survival in orbit is already a fight for every breath. But deep under the ocean, it's almost the same. No sunlight, extreme cold, enormous pressure. That's why NASA has worked with the U.S. Navy since the 1960s, running underwater missions to study how humans and machines can survive extreme conditions. In 1964, the U.S. Navy launched Sea Lab 1, a project to test how long humans could live and work beneath the sea. The idea was simple: if we can survive the ocean, maybe we can survive space. Today, NASA still uses underwater facilities like the Aquarius Reef Base off the coast of Florida. Here, astronauts, or as NASA calls them, aquanauts, train for spacewalks in low-gravity environments under 19 meters of ocean water. But the mission we're talking about now, it's not just 19 meters deep. NASA's latest mission goes down much further, into the most dangerous zones of the ocean, places that make space look forgiving: the deadly depths. Earth's oceans cover 71% of the planet, but we've only mapped about 20% of them. Most marine life exists near the surface, within just 200 meters, where sunlight and low pressure allow ecosystems to thrive. But deeper? Every 10 meters you descend, the pressure increases by 1 full atmosphere. At thousands of meters down, the crushing force is beyond comprehension. Remember the Titan submersible disaster in 2023? That craft imploded just 3.5 kilometers beneath the surface. under 400 atmospheres of pressure. The collapse was so fast that the passengers died before their brains could even register pain. Now imagine going 3 times deeper. That's where NASA's mission begins. In the Hadal Zone, 6 kilometers and deeper, where sunlight never reaches, and the pressure reaches over 1,000 atmospheres. At the very bottom lies the Mariana Trench's Challenger Deep, nearly 11 kilometers down. To date, only 3 humans have ever reached it. For decades, scientists believed no life could survive under such conditions. But in 1960, when Don Walsh and Jacques Picard descended in the bathyscaphe Trieste, they discovered something shocking. Even here, life exists. Strange fish, shrimp-like amphipods, and other creatures all thriving in total darkness. How life survives without sunlight. But how? How can life exist where sunlight never penetrates, where temperatures hover near freezing, and pressure crushes almost everything? The answer is chemosynthesis. At hydrothermal vents, deep on the ocean floor, boiling mineral-rich water escapes from Earth's mantle. Temperatures soar to 300 to 400 degrees Celsius, and chemicals like hydrogen sulfide, methane, and iron pour out. Tiny microbes convert this chemical energy into food. These microbes form the base of an alien-like ecosystem where larger creatures feed, survive, and evolve, all without ever seeing sunlight. Life, it turns out, doesn't need the sun. It only needs water, heat, and minerals. And those same conditions might exist on Europa, Europa's ocean world. In 1997, NASA's Galileo spacecraft flew just 200 kilometers above Europa and detected massive plumes of water erupting into space, thousands of gallons every minute. Later, the Hubble Space Telescope captured images of similar sprays, proving that beneath Europa's icy crust lies a hidden ocean. Scientists estimate it may contain twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. Beneath 15 to 20 kilometers of solid ice lies a global ocean, nearly 100 kilometers deep. It's salty, oxygen-rich, and warmed by tidal forces from Jupiter's immense gravity. These forces generate heat inside Europa, preventing the ocean from freezing solid. And just like Earth's oceans, Europa may have hydrothermal vents on its seafloor. If so, it could be home to the same kind of chemosynthetic life we found in our own deep sea. The search for alien life. In 2013, Hubble confirmed huge water sprays from Europa. In 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope detected carbon dioxide and hydrogen peroxide on its surface, key ingredients for life. And in 2011, NASA's Juno probe discovered Europa's surface is constantly generating oxygen. Enough, in fact, to support 1 million humans every single day. If some of that oxygen makes its way beneath the ice, Europa's ocean could be teeming with life right now. We've seen similar things happen right here on Earth. In 1973, scientists discovered Lake Vostok buried under 4 kilometers of Antarctic ice. For millions of years, no sunlight reached it. And yet, when samples were tested, new forms of bacteria were discovered, completely unknown to science. If life can survive under Antarctica's ice, in volcanic vents, or in the Mariana Trench, then why not Europa? The Europa Clipper and beyond. The Europa Clipper won't land. Instead, it will orbit Jupiter and perform 49 close flybys of Europa, some as close as just 25 kilometers above the surface. It carries 9 powerful instruments, including advanced radar to measure the thickness of the ice, spectrometers to scan the ocean's chemistry, and thermal scanners to locate thin spots in the crust. Perfect landing sites for future missions. If Europa Clipper confirms the right conditions, the next step will be revolutionary. NASA plans to send cryobots, nuclear-powered probes capable of melting through the ice and diving directly into Europa's ocean. Equipped with robotic submarines, they'll search for microbes, strange fish-like creatures, or even entirely new forms of life. But before that can happen, NASA must master deep ocean exploration here on Earth. That's why today, machines like Orpheus, built to withstand crushing pressures, are being tested in the darkest depths of our seas. What we learn in Earth's ocean will guide us when we explore Europa's. Are we alone? The ocean is the last great frontier on Earth. Europa's hidden ocean may be the next great frontier in space, and if we find even the tiniest microbe beneath that ice, it will be humanity's greatest discovery. Proof that life is not unique to Earth. Proof that in the vast universe, we are not alone. So what do you think? Could Europa's ocean really harbor alien life? Let me know in the comments. You've been watching Knowledge Vault. Stay curious, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video.